One.
Welcome, everyone, to a special couch episode of the Southeast Iowa Union Sports Talk show extravaganza that everyone loves. Hunter Moeller and I. Hunter, how are you doing?
Wonderful, dude.
Coming from our couches in our houses today for the special Zoom episode. But much like our studio, our couches are powered by Fairway Food Stores. The
Yes, sir.
place to go. The place to go. You think that Fairway's bolting up when it gets snowy and not letting you in? No, you can go in there right now, get yourself some soup, get yourself some. What's your favorite warm? Like when it's negative degrees, Hunter. What do you usually eat?
I like some chili, dude.
Oh yeah, chili. I was jealous.
I,
My
I
kids
love
were
me
over
some
there.
chili.
Yeah,
Chili's
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 great.
good.
I don't even really like
Crackers,
beans, but I'll just
butter bread.
chili. Yeah, there you go. That's awesome. We do chicken and dumplings is a big one for us.
I have my mom used to make chicken and dumplings all the time. I actually was gonna call. I was like kind of craving that after she talked about. I was gonna call her and say, "Hey, can you make me some of your chicken and dumplings?"
Oh, was
Because
I talking about it the other day?
yeah,
It's great. And chicken tortilla soup. Anyway,
that's good
it,
stuff too.
for our loyal watchers of the show, which I know you all are, you know that we just came to you from the studio 2 days ago. And so we've only had a couple of games since then, thanks to the snow. So we're going to go through real quick here. And you want to go? Well, I was at my live game, which was the New London Danville Classic rivalry that our own Hunter Moeller was a big part of for a few years, right?
Yes, sir.
How'd you guys do against
I
Danville
mean,
in
I
basketball?
mean, it was. I mean, it was a one-sided rivalry for for a while.
Hunter played for New London when Danville was at like their absolute peak, going
Like
to
I
state
was
every
a
year.
like pretty much when I like they were good for I think like a 10-year span. It seemed like I mean, they were good for
Yeah,
4 straight
they
years
were.
when the SoCups were there, and the SoCups were, I think, seniors when I was a freshman. So,
Yeah, and
and
guess
then
who's go
their
ahead.
younger kids were great too. I mean, like
Yeah,
the kids just like in every class below that were great too. Like my
yeah,
class was really good. So,
they were. And New London had played Danville earlier, and New London is one of our teams that has had to kind of replace the most talent. Just their senior class last year was so good. They went to the state tournament. They won countless games when they were there, and they still only lost by one to Danville last time they played 64-63 in New London. But in Danville the other day, which would have been Tuesday night, was not the same story. Danville 57-23. The Bears led 22-14 at half and 34-18 after three quarters, and then scored. What was that, Hunter?
someone sent me a link, and I accidentally I clicked on it, and it was it was playing. I sounded like some Kanye.
Yeah, it did sound like Kanye. That's all right. Yeah, yeah. A very good lesson to learn on live Zoom shows is just don't
Make
click
sure you're
Kanye West links. Anyway, I like Kanye, his songs.
yeah.
I
There you go.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, 57-23 in Danville. The Bears have now won two in a row over New London. Before that, New London had won I believe eight in a row over the rival. So it was a one-sided rivalry. The other side, now Danville's got two back. Scoring wise, you see 23 points is not a ton. London Franklin had 11 points. He kind of uh, carried the inside offense early. He was getting to the basket. Brendan Ritchie hit a couple of 3-pointers early. He ended up with six. Memphis Watson with five there. He had a nice three in the corner in the fourth quarter. But it was a tough night for the New London boys offense, and it was a tough night for the New London girls offense. Danville, after starting 0-4, is now 9-0. We talked about them beating Mount Pleasant pretty handily the other day, and they beat New London 89-12.
Yeah.
They are good. Just turnover. I mean, something like 30 turnovers for New London. Danville's press was just ridiculous. It was pretty impossible for the Tigers to get up shots. They only shot like 9 or 10 shots in the first half because Danville's press was so good. Sophie Malott did hit a couple of 3-pointers in the fourth quarter to lead the team with six. Morgan Jones with four. and Miley Miller with the other 2 points in that one. So just a rough night for the Tigers offense. I don't think they practiced in the week leading up because of the snow and stuff, because they'd have New
Right.
London is canceled every single day. So not
Yeah.
the team you want to play on short practice.
No. And I think you kind of hit it nail on the head there with the press is basically, where the majority of Danville's points comes
Yeah.
from. And if you struggle, if you kind of struggle to bring the ball up court, they're going to make you pay in that department. I know you mentioned New London only having, uh, getting up about 12 shots. I think it was like 20 shots
Yeah.
that Mount Pleasant only got up in the first half, and they forced like 30 turnovers in the first half in that one. So yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and you really talked up how good Danville was, and I am now looking through their schedule, and they have won games now 71 to 16, 61-23, 61-22, 56-9, 72 to 20, 76.
Dang.
I mean, Danville, I said they started 0-4. I wonder if they even had everyone when they started 0-4 here, because the games have been ridiculous since then. And so yeah, Danville's got a pretty darn good girls basketball team over there. And the Super South has some really strong. The top four or so in the Super South are pretty ridiculous. Not the most fun schedule this year for our teams, Van Buren County and New London, but Van Buren County was in West Burlington
Yes, sir.
the other day. How'd that one go down, Hunter?
Uh, yeah. So I mean, in the girls' side, Van Buren did pull out a win, 37-34, with little redemption for the Warriors. West Burlington's only win on the season is to Van Buren. Earlier in the season, that one, well, I guess technically last year, that one played out on the boys' side a little lopsided, as you might kind of expect. Obviously, Van Buren lost um, some big players last year, kind of in a, I guess, rebuilding mode. Whereas West Burlington is pretty much at the height of the talent that they have right now. Um, so the girls, Van Buren pulls out a 37-34 win in the girls' side, and then on the boys' side it was 90-40 in favor of West Burlington. In the girls' game, it was West Burlington that controlled early on, 39-30. They led at the half. West Burlington outscored Van Buren 13-10 and 13-5 through the first two periods, but kind of a different second half, which ended up making the difference, particularly the third period. Van Buren came out of the gates, really kind of turned it around. The Warriors gave up just 7 points in the second half as a whole, which included just 2 points in the fourth quarter. So Van Buren, on the contrary, dropped in a game high 18 points in the third quarter, and then added 4 more in that fourth to kind of, I guess, not really seal it by a long shot, but just do enough to pull out the win there. So huge win for Van Buren. Ivy Davidson, she's been kind of their go-to scorer down low. You mentioned Miley Mertens has been kind of stepping up her game this year too. But
Yeah,
Davidson,
they've done a little inside outside this year.
yep. But this game, Davidson with 22 points, 10 boards. Sophia Girock, 12 points and 6 assists, and Callie Crad, 3 points and 6 rebounds. And the Warriors forced 20 steals in this one, and they moved to 4-8 on the season. On the boys' side, I couldn't find a lot of info on this one because on Varsity Brown they didn't have pretty much any stats. So I just kind of
Yeah.
took what I could get like from Twitter and whatnot. But I'm on the boys' side. West Burlington got out to an 8-0 lead. Van Buren stayed right with them early on. After that, Lucas Fett hit a 3 and hit a baseline layup to make it 8-5. But pretty much after that, West Burlington took over. They went on a 23 to 3 run after that, and pretty much the Warriors could never get back into it after that. So Van Buren drops to 2-10 on the season. So little split there in West Burlington for Van Buren. Saw a little redemption, and just a tough one on the boys' side.
Yeah, and you said the magic words because they just posted stats, I believe. Lucas Fett 9, Isaac Leffler and Landry Leffler both had 7 for.
Oh, nice.
Buren,
I thought I just looked at that, but
I think they might have just.
I didn't have. I might not have scrolled down far enough. They don't have like the quarter by quarter scoring.
So. Oh yeah. And usually if they don't have that, they don't have the stats. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think I just.
But anyway,
But
Yeah, that's 2 in a row, by the way, for Van Buren girls. Van Buren County is at or hosting Cardinal tonight. What is it? It's at Van Buren County.
That should be a good game.
A renewal of the rivalry. No longer a conference rivalry, but we'll get into that and a little bit more of what's going on tonight. Maybe talk about some of our favorite Kanye West songs when we come back.
Let's do
Southeast
it.
Iowa Union Sports Talk. See you in a bit.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Tammy takes the time and has the personal interest in each one of us. I don't worry about what's going to happen because I know my policy is taken care of.
She pulls what I need and puts it together, which is the program I get from her.
Every year she calls around September or so and says, there's changes again, and I'm going to do the best thing for you. It's been perfect. She does a great job.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
I am Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers, and sellers to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Southeast Iowa Union Sports Talk Live. I just realized when we do these Zoom things, we get the whole face, in the studio, you got not as much of a zoom up. I need to make sure I'm pretty freshly shaven.
This takes me back to college.
What happened?
I said this takes me back to college.
Oh yeah, because you went to college in the Zoom years.
In the COVID years. Well,
Yeah.
Still COVID, I guess, but technically still.
Yeah, back in the day. And
Feels like an
somehow-
eternity. Feels like a long time ago.
Yeah, it does. What is that? 4 years now? We didn't have
Yes,
spring
sir.
sports for an entire spring. And then everyone got mad at us because we had baseball, softball. Everyone said everyone was going to die. But
Right.
still standing so far. But that'll change one day. So I guess they were right. What was it? Oh yeah. We're here powered by Fairway. We're going to talk a little bit about tonight. We are headed to a little wrestling, Hunter.
Little wrestling.
Little wrestling. You're going to go to Washington. And that would be a big one for Washington tonight because they're playing Burlington. If they can defeat the Greyhounds, they kind of have settled themselves into that number 2 spot in the SEC. If I am thinking correctly.
You would be correct. Only behind Fort Madison.
Behind Fort Madison. How many times have you seen Washington wrestling this year?
I think only twice.
Only twice. I'm gonna go see. You saw Washington against Fairfield, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to go see Fairfield and Mount Pleasant, and it is under my understanding that both of those teams lost to Washington by a few points, or Fairfield nipped Washington when they went against each other.
I think I
been a while.
I think Washington won barely.
Yeah, so Washington. So if you're going by the transitive property of how they did against common opponents, Fairfield and Mount Pleasant have kind of had a couple of Washington beat Fairfield by 14 at the beginning of the year, and then Washington beat Mount Pleasant by what, 20 the other day when you were there.
Yeah.
So,
no, it was
maybe
less than that. I think it was less
it
than
was
that.
less than that even.
Because
Yeah, 15. So there you go. This might be a tight one. Fairfield hung with Fort Madison a lot closer than Mount Pleasant did, and then Mount Pleasant hasn't wrestled against Burlington yet. But so there we go. Fairfield and Mount Pleasant. Fairfield and Mount Pleasant sports. It doesn't matter what the sport is. Almost. Just seems like that's a matchup where wherever one team is, the other team goes. Whether they're rebuilding or they're at the top, they always seem to have close matches against each other.
I can't wait till they meet on the hardwood again.
Oh yeah, yeah. You didn't get to see the Trojans and the Panthers, the clash of the girls teams that I got to watch a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Definitely most exciting game that has probably happened in our coverage area. You almost never see overtime game winners.
Nope.
Can't think of any power ranking that jumps up the power rankings of clutch shots that I've seen as a sports editor of the Union, right there with Hunter Moeller's game tying 3-pointer against Holy Trinity.
Hey, layup.
Like 6 years ago. Was it a layup?
Yeah.
Game tying layup against Holy Trinity.
We still I'm still certain that it was you that took that photo. I could be wrong.
Oh, definitely. I was definitely there. I remember I remember little semblances of every game I go to. It's like it sticks in my brain just a little bit. And then I forget something else, kind of like that episode of Married with Children where Kelly Bundy has to go on a sports show and they keep teaching her about sports. And you see like sports goes in one ear and then she loses something else. Like she loses like math or geography or something at the other ear. That's kind of me. Whenever I go to another game, I get that little bit more of high school sports knowledge and then something else like cursive writing will probably be pretty soon. I'll probably forget how to do that.
Oh, no.
Hopefully somebody watching got that reference or understands what I mean there. But you get what I'm saying, right, Hunter?
I get it.
Yeah, you get it. You get it. And then on Friday, SEC wise, we got Mount Pleasant. We've got Fairfield and Washington, which the girls' game that you saw between Fairfield and Washington was a clash, a classic. Washington came back to beat Fairfield. Fairfield lost a couple of heartbreakers to the other Union area teams.
Yeah.
By 3 last time around, and then Washington won by a lot. We got Mount Pleasant, Fort Madison. The last 3 boys basketball games between Mount Pleasant and Fort Madison have all been decided by 2 points or less, including one earlier this year. Fort Madison did hit a 3 at the buzzer, so it was like a 5-point game, and then at the buzzer it became 2. But there you go. I remember a few years back, Fort Madison was down 3 at Mount Pleasant and had a 4-point play at the buzzer to beat Mount Pleasant. That was pretty crazy. Back in the Caleb Akey years. And speaking of Caleb Akey, him and the Burlington Greyhounds will be facing Keokuk. So there you go. And what do we got small school wise, Hunter?
Yeah, we can. Let's see. I'll run through here real quick. So on the boys' side, we've got. I mean, it's same for boys and girls, I guess. But looking at record wise and stuff like that, Columbus 2-9 at Waco 7-3. Everyone's playing. This is the second round. Everyone's playing each other. So.
Yep.
Waco's in that second position in the North, Southeast Iowa Super Conference North. Pretty much Winfield, if it plays out and the results kind of stay the same as it did through the first of the season, Winfield, it's looking like that they're going to probably take that if the scores kind of mirror what it was in the first half of the season there. But
yep,
Central
that Waco game that got postponed, but. That Winfield Waco game. Now that Waco's got everyone, now that they've got Chase Waterhouse, it should be another classic between those 2 schools.
Yeah, can't wait to see the result of that one. Then we've got Central Lee 5-5 at Van Buren County, 2-10. Highland 1-9 at Pekin, 6-6. Pekin's right there, kind of in that top 4 in the North Conference there.
Yep.
We've got number 7 Keota, 12-0 still at Iowa Valley, 4-8. Can't really see the Eagles losing another game, pretty much in the sickle there, because really the second team in the I think they're in the South, or wait, is it broken into East? I can't remember.
East and West. East and
I
West.
think they're in the East, I think, right?
They're in the East. Yes. Yep.
And really, the second team in the East Conference is Belle Plaine, and they beat Belle Plaine by 41. So I really can't see the Eagles pretty much kind of running that the rest of the way. Last time they played Iowa Valley, it was 67-30. And then number 3 Winfield Mount Union, 11-1 at Wapello, 3-9. The Wolves' closest game this season in a win was 15 points, and I believe that was 14 points. I think it was Holy Trinity, 15 against Waco, and then the loss obviously was a 4-point loss to that team in Illinois. But last time last time the Wolves and Indians played, it was 53-31 win for my Union, so favors them there. New London 3-9 at Holy Trinity Catholic. Holy Trinity, kind of a team that's kind of not regrown really the word, but like kind of revamped through the year. Not really revamped.
Yep.
Their kids have kind of gotten better as the years have gone on, and they're kind of one of those dangerous teams. Obviously, I took West Burlington to the brink early on in the season. Took a buzzer beating 3 to beat them there. So tough matchup for New London there. The Crusaders beat them 74-44 the first time around. And on the girls' side, Columbus still kind of back and forth battle between Columbus and Highland in the North Conference there. Columbus 10-3 at Waco 6-6. Columbus looking to kind of stay near the top there against a Waco team that kind of lost a lot of firepower last year.
Yeah, Waco girls have been playing really good lately, though. They switched
have.
a lot of those scores around. Got revenge against Pekin the other day.
They barely lost to Iowa Valley last Thursday. Prior to that, they won back-to-back games. So the Warriors were looking good there. Central Lee 3-8 at Van Buren County. They can make it. Gosh dang it! The Warriors can make it 3 wins in a row. So they're kind of red hot right now in that South Division. Obviously, the South is pretty stacked with your Notre Dame and Mediapolis and Holy Trinity's, I think, still ranked number 15 or something like that. So
wow, Danville's even,
right
yeah,
Dan too, yeah. Highland mentioned them 10-3 at Pekin 5-7. That race right now is pretty much in the north between Highland and Columbus. So Highland's got to keep winning there to stay with the Wildcats, and vice versa, obviously, for Columbus.
Rebounding battle on that. Hadley versus Burton's probably the two best rebounders.
That'll be exciting. A little post battle there.
Everyone always wonders who'd win in a rebounding battle, a state shot put champion or a state long jump champion. We'll finally get the answer to that riddle.
I know, can't wait. Then we've got West Branch 2-11 at Mid Prairie 6-5. Mid Prairie has lost 3 straight. They'll look to end that. It's been they've played some tough opponents in those last 3. All 3 losses were to ranked opponents, including Solon, who's number 1 in Class 3A. So tough stretch there. Mid Prairie did beat West Branch 57-53 in the last meeting. Keota 2-10 at Iowa Valley. The Tigers beat the Eagles 41-37 in a narrow victory that last time they met. So it could be another down to the wire matchup there. Winfield Mount Union 4-10 at Wapello. Last time Wapello won 53-38. So the Wolves will be looking to get some redemption. And then New London 1-12 at Holy Trinity 10-1. And I mentioned the Crusaders. I'm doing that ranking story. I'm pretty sure that they're still number 15 in Class 1A. So real tough matchup for the Tigers there.
For sure. That's yes, and it's it's not real tough though, Hunter.
What's that?
I'm sitting through these commercials because they're the best in Southeast Iowa. We got a few more for you, and then when we come back, I'll tell you what I'm doing in the next couple hours, so you guys can guess for the next 3 minutes, and then we'll just say our goodbyes. Maybe quick NFL picks. See who wins this weekend.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
At 5 Star Community Credit Union, we want to help you lead a better life. We offer competitive rates and convenient appointment times for all kinds of loans: auto, recreational vehicles, home equity, line of credit, holiday, and personal loans. We make it easy to build your credit and enjoy the good things in life.
We invite you to join 5 Star Community Credit Union. We are community-minded and member-focused. Come visit our locations in West Burlington and Mount Pleasant or online at 5starcu.org. Federally insured through the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah, I like Gold Digger, and then I also like Stronger. Great one.
Oh, yeah.
He's just got endless. Oh, we're back on. Hey, we're here, Southeast Iowa Union Sports Talk Live, powered by Fairway. We had. Oh, Hunter, would you like to make your official apology?
Oh yeah. I said something false. Holy Trinity is not ranked in the Iowa Girls Athletic Association rankings, but Varsity Bound does have them ranked as number 15.
There we go. So it was a half truth, really.
Yeah.
I know everyone's on the edge of their seats. I teased, what am I going to be doing in 2 hours? The answer is going to a bowling meet, because Fairfield and Mount Pleasant are bowling against each other here at 1 o'clock. So if anyone said bowling, congratulations. Quick NFL picks. Just say the 4 teams that are going to win, Hunter. Actually, wait, we'll go, we'll do a 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to say a matchup. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll both say who's going to win.
All right, do it.
All right, Texans, Ravens.
All right.
1, 2, 3, Ravens. There we go. Oh, I have to wait a couple seconds. I'm not sure if there's a delay for us. Chiefs, Bills. 1, 2, 3, Bills.
Chiefs. You knew it was coming.
49ers versus the Packers.
All right.
3, 2, 1. 49ers by 100. And Buccaneers, Lions.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1.
Buccaneers. Yeah.
Upset. The Southeast Iowa Union upset of the year. All right, that's our show.
Yep.
We'll have 2 more next week, so don't get too spoiled over there. Yeah, that's all we got. Play us out, Alex. Play some. I can't think of another Kanye song.
You gotta sing. You gotta sing something.
Well, I can't really sing Kanye. I'll get in trouble, I think, because the only songs. Do you have what? I went to a Southern Baptist school. Real quick story, and they were looking for more worship songs during chapel, and I wrote "Jesus Walks" in there, just because I thought it was a funny idea, but they didn't take my suggestion.
I don't mind that song.
Great song. You know what the Midwest is? Young and Restless.
Yes,
That's all I can
sir.
sing on that, though. All right, we're out of here.